It's always good to look at what didn't work. And when I show you some of these examples, I'll explain to you what doesn't work in an ePortfolio. Remember when in the last module, we talked about color. Well, when you look at this, you see how the color doesn't work. You need something that's going to be bright because it's very, very difficult to read. So color is a very important aspect of an ePortfolio. Remember, colors that work together are great, but it has to also be visible. This is very difficult to see. Another thing, graphically, these circles are great. They're wonderful, but this should have been centered. That's another little detail that you need to look at because, again, it's all in the detail. And we kind of scroll and you can kind of look at it and see that it's very, very difficult to look at. Okay, so that's one issue. Here's another one that I'd like to highlight. So what this particular student had done is he basically cut and pasted his resume and used that to explain his experience and his work experience, his education, and his certifications. And again, that is not a good way to show or is not a good representation of your skill set or your experience. Unlike what we looked at in the other module where there was timelines and there were logos and there were keywords, this doesn't have that. This is literally a cut and paste of a resume. And finally, one other issue, this particular student, what they did was they basically focused on their outside of the classroom activities. So while this is an amazing photo gallery, it's very hobby oriented, which is again another problem because this is not about your hobbies. This is about you and the career that you're going after. Now, having said that, is there a problem showing your hobbies? Absolutely not. Having your hobbies is fantastic, but unfortunately the focus of this entire ePortfolio is the hobbies and not what the student is really interested in doing. So these are a few examples of what you should not do when you're putting an ePortfolio together.